Buonasera a tutti. Allora, oh wait, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Buonasera a tutti, come state? Come state? Allora, mm, buonasera, buonasera. Vi devo far vedere una roba. Sono molto contento, Giultas. Molto molto contento di ciò. Vi... dovevo fare un attimo una roba. Vi spiego. Oh, wow, incredibile. La Frosh. Allora, intanto ho il mio drinks. Che è Coca-Cola Zero with ice and ice cream. Goduria vera, sono andato a sfriciola 2 volte già. But it's worth it. Che è il mio drinks. Allora, ancora quella merda. Vi devo far vedere una cosa, prima di tutto. Eh, oggi ho preso, cioè avevo preso da Prozis le calze nuove, ok? E solo che io sono riuscito a fare la play definitiva. What did they dare do? Indovinate? Sono riuscito, cercando di tagliare il pezzo di plastica con quella gamba pelosa, ok? Cercando di tagliare il pezzo di plastica, o potrei aver fatto un pasticcio, ragazzi. L'altra è tagliata qua in mezzo. I can't. Quindi sto... Però è incredibile questo tricks, perché vuol dire che la calza respira, altro che le Geox. Io faccio la respirazione interna direttamente. Cioè fa areazione in mezzo alle scarpe, sono aerodinamiche in questo modo. Bella la nuova casa, oh, grazie Zeus. E... mm, ho visto... ho visto questo nuovo film, Trap, ok? Purtroppo non parla né di futa né di actual traps o fanboys, ma parla di un criminale ed è tipo una merda. Posso dire che mi è piaciuta ora faccio il saputello. Mi è piaciuta la regia, ok? Però mi ha fatto schifo proprio la storia in sé, come sarà trattata. Però a livello di riprese erano incredibili, per quanto mi riguarda, erano molto belle. E madre mi dice attento a non tagliare il tessuto da quando sono nato. 100-100 ogni volta che tolgo un'etichetta. Ah, ok, anche tu sei, quindi... Ok. Ma perché ho usato le forbici multiuso? Ce l'ho le forbici piccole per evitare questi inconvenienti, ma volevo utilizzarle anche per le calze. Ho detto, minchia. Se può tagliare i cose gross, può tagliare anche le cose piccole, no? Am I right? E quindi... Ah, non ne hai mai tagliata una? Nemmeno io, questa è la mia prima volta, infatti. Sei stato il GOAT. Buonasera, buonasera ragazzi. Allora, quindi il film è andato così così. Ho preso... Ah, domanda logistica che devo fare anche al signor Tutan. Se il mio divano ha una parte più lunga, no, dove stendere i piedi, io il tappeto devo prenderlo che sta tipo Tetris nella parte senza il rilungo? O lo prendo che va davanti al rilungo? O lo prendo che va sotto al rilungo? Quale opzione devo scegliere per il tappeto? Che non è così tanto scontato. Like, you gotta think about it. Sotto al tappeto. Quindi uno grande che passa anche sotto al tappeto. Sotto al divano. Allineato al rilungo. Quindi c'è uno spazio vuoto che è questo qua tra il divano normale e il divano con rilungo. C'è un rettangolo vuoto, quindi. Senza il rilungo o più ampio del divano. Quindi non va sotto al divano. Grazie, signor Petrosca. Thank you, thank you. Non va sotto al Pontos. Sì, invece. Qualcuno che ne sa di arredi, ragazzi? Senti qua. Oh, shit. Esci il paint che ti spiego come va. Andiamo su paint, ragazzi. Allora. Questo è il divanos. Il tappetos deve andare qui. Qui. Anzi. Dimmi tu. Dimmi il colore giusto. Qui. O qui.
Hai fatto gli alert con i
Quale dei tre colori deve essere il
maledetto.
tappeto? Avete detto i bits, maledetto. Certo che li ho fatti, Induli. Of course. Squadra Geniu. Rosso. Ah, così full. Quindi le misure le devo prendere da qua. Devo prendere questo e questo. Wait. Reds. Devo pigliare questo e questo come misure. Giusto? Roberta dice giallo, ma non va che sotto al divano, no. Voglio quello pelosino che quando ci struscio sopra le palle sembra di stare nella giungla. Voglio tipo camminare sgrattugiandomi le palle tipo i cani sul tappetos. Ok, grazie, shock. Grazie mille. Ma tu quanto è buona la Coca Zero, ragazzi. È incredibile. Ne vuoi bere sempre di più quando è fresca, Swell. Ok. Allora. Vediamo insieme il giochino, ok? Intanto, Fantasy Mushi. Un attimo. Faccio vedere il trailer. Wait. Ho tolto la cam e non lo schermo. Devo far vedere il trailer. Voglio vedere se ci sono spoiler, però. Slay the Princess. Trailer. Trailer. Ok, ve lo faccio vedere, ragazzi. Vediamo insieme il trailer. Go. Ok. Hai visto? Basta che poi la linea ogni volta ha i segni. Ma no, no problem. Dai, vediamo. Guarda qua. Non l'avevo mai visto nemmeno io il trailer. Buonasera, Petrosca. Mua. È un gioco a scelte semi-horror, ragazzi. You know what? Ragazzi, immergiamoci in questa avventura di Misoginia Simulator. You know that shit? Andiamo, Slay the Princess. Iniziamo. Iniziamo. Apriamo questo gioco. Let's go. Misoginia Simulator. Let's get it. Date of post game wank. Ma anche prima di post game, bro. Mi metto qua sopra. Meglio sopra o sotto? Meglio sotto, forse. Metto qua. Ok. Wait, ma non è in full screen. Cattura gioco. Let me check this shit. Lo vedete? Ok. Allora, ragazzi, iniziamo. Iniziamo. Content warning. This is a horror game. And it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, Black Tabby Games. Sì, vabbè. Flickering image effects as well as parallax effect that on rare occasion has caused motion sickness in players. Succhiami le palle. I'm not gay. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Sì. Succhiami le palle. Whatever horrors qualsiasi orrore che potrai trovare in questi posti oscuri, abbi cuore e guardaci attraverso. See them through, non so come tradurlo bene, però you got it. Non ci sono endings premature, non ci sono decisioni sbagliate. Ci sono solo prospettive fresche e nuovi inizi. Questa è una storia d'amore. Full screen. Ok, let's get it. Quello dietro è il casting couch, esatto, Mark, vuoi venire qua? È una visual novel praticamente, ragazzi. Se non l'ammazziamo questa principessa sarà la fine del mondo. Ha scelte già da ora. Chat, what do we do? Non si sente, un attimo solo, ora fixo. Grazie che me l'hai ricordato. Proprietà, Slay the Princess, add. Ok. Ora dovrebbe sentirsi. Tanto la strada la so già, dai, Marquitos. Allora, dobbiamo uccidere la principessa. Esploriamo. The end of the world, what are you talking about? La fine del mondo, di che stai parlando? Hai mai pensato che il motivo per cui potrebbe essere la fine del mondo è che sia in carcere? E perché sia locked up? Uccidere una principessa sembra qualcosa di cattivo. Non è vero? No. Non può farlo qualcun altro? Dimenticalo. Non lo farò. Hai considerato che forse sono ok con il mondo che finisce? Do I get some sort of reward? Ci guadagno qualcosa? Vero? Ok, grazie per avermi detto cosa fare. Grande, ho sempre voluto ammazzare un monarca. Viva la revolution. Sì. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. Che vogliamo fare? Allora, dobbiamo andare ad uccidere la donna. Secondo me, in my honest opinion, perché te la devo ammazzare? Che ci guadagno?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Ma mi devi dire che cosa? Il pagamento ci vuole l'anticipo, Se fosse ok per me che il mondo finisce? No, di.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Allora, can I be honest? Can I be honest? Manco mio nonno. Cioè mio nonno ha messo su i palazzi a promesse, ma non sei mio nonno.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Ti dico che ho fatto il finale della Fiamma della Frenesia come First Try Sword and Rings narratore. Let's be careful.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or
Sì.
very, very evil people, but
Sì.
surely you're not one of those, right?
Mi stai chiedendo di uccidere una principessa? I might be one of those. I might be one of those.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
No, è un omicidio.
If
però,
anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
qua ci vuole un ragionamento, ragazzi. Secondo voi la vita delle persone vale allo stesso modo? Come dice il tipo? Cioè, è vero che... Cioè, secondo voi uccidere un pescatore è più grave di uccidere una principessa perché il pescatore contribuisce alla società? How does that work? Come la vivreste voi sta roba? Tanto in chat c'è fucking Maria De Filippi, dio merda. Secondo me le vite non hanno tutte lo stesso peso. Non dipende però dallo status sociale, ma non tutte le vite hanno lo stesso peso, in my opinion. Ma il valore che dà una vita può essere solo soggettivo, non oggettivo. È così, Efeng. È così, ho finito la Coca Zero però già. What the fuck? Mezzo litro bruciato così. Vediamo se è
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Ok, è locked up perché è pericolosa, ma tu mi devi... Minchia! Raga, questo gioco è fatto con lo stesso motore degli hentai che mi piacevano un sacco. Letteralmente lo stesso menu di Summertime Saga. Incredibile questa roba. Ve lo consiglio a tutti Summertime Saga, ragazzi. Vabbè, ok.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Ok.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Ok. Ok. E vedremo, tizio, vedremo. Si può fare un sabato. Se esce muore, se è un tipo un ultimatum.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Scusa, non può rimanere imprigionata?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be
done. Vai lì e fai quello che deve essere
We're all
fatto.
counting on
Ok,
you.
però non mi piace questo tipo, però. Why are you not telling me the specifics? Cioè mi stai chiedendo di uccidere qualcuno ma senza un apparente motivo vero. Esatto.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Allora, I'm gonna tell you, uno dei miei kink più grandi è quello di sacrificare il mondo pur di farmi una chiavata. Io te lo dico, narratore. Te lo dico. Su High School DxD, quando ero piccolo, le seghe erano tutte dedicate al tradire il mondo pur di chiavare. I'm gonna tell you this. Stai affidando il mondo alla persona sbagliata. Let me tell you that. Can someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said,
Okay.
I don't make the rules. No matter.
E chi è che fa le regole? E se io faccio I'm not
Are
doing
you
this?
serious? No, you have to do it.
You have to do it, non posso fare un cazzo. Maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Bravo.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
Ok, ha
And the more
carisma
you listen
maxato.
to her
tipo.
honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Perfetto.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Vero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Narratore, tu mi sei sul cazzo.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The blade is your implement. You'll need it.
Prendiamo la
You take the
spada,
blade
dai.
from the table.
Ok.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the prince.
Ok, enter the basement. Andiamo. Cabin in the woods.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
A staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Questo è un posto oppressivo. L'aria sembra umida e pesante. Una piccola nota di marcio viene dal legno antico. Se la principessa vive davvero qui, ucciderla potrebbe essere davvero farle un favore.
her voice carries up the stairs.
E che sono le favelas.
Who's there?
Oh. È buona, è vecchia? I don't know, man. Vediamo.
She sounds
Uso banana
dangerous.
come se parla di sua
It's
madre.
almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Baked, dobbiamo uccidere una principessa. Abbiamo appena iniziato. E non sapevo il motivo. Perché se non la uccidiamo finisce il mondo. E ora stiamo scoprendo perché.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Ragazzi, questo è masturbation material, eh?
You walk down the stairs,
È buona!
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
Ed è già legata, ragazzi. Veloce. Mock già la mette. Mo. Subito.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Ehi, già ti stai facendo rapare, bro.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Signorina, abbassa la cresta che sei tu quella legata con un cazzo puntato sulla bocca, eh. Come un serial killer. Se non dico niente la faccio cacare sotto, è peggio.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So,
Okay.
you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Ehi, il giorno in cui perderò un hand-to-hand combat fight con una donna
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now,
non arriverà
too
mai.
late. End this.
Posso dire, mi sta sul cazzo, Slay the Princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Ah, ho capito. È il placebo, è fortissima.
Yes, Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes that it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her. Is it over? Really over?
Second phase? Ehi, si batte il ferro finché è caldo, si sbatte la principessa finché è morta. Let's get it going, let's get it started. Of course it is, she's dead. I'm not sure, I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not, that was way too easy. Secondo me,
It's
un'altra botta gliela devi
over.
dare.
Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Non
I
dovresti.
really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead.
Togliamo... Sì, ci siamo a Luna, banana. Togliamo la lama. Teniamo la lama. Che vogliamo fare? Scusa, è bello il coltello, mo qui.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
Poi vicino alle tette.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
No.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
Scusa. Questa stava accanto a me, cioè stava legata. Gli ho preso il coltello, me l'ha tolto di mano da mezza morte e mi ha coltellato. You gotta be so fucking dumb, man. O ne aveva uno come aveva un coltello se era legata?
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Qui sono una troia.
See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ragazzi, abbiamo finito il gioco. Abbiamo killato la principessa. Ci vediamo alla live di domani. È stato un piacere. We got it. Heads fucking game.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here. I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second, if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of...
stabbed to death. Well, you won't have to worry.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we...
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons.
Avevo
So there's no reason to
ragione io.
fear her. You were made for this job.
And away we go. Good call.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and...
Ce ne andiamo. Mentiamogli. Bella Matraius, grazie per i 17, bro.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Grazie Matraius comunque. Turn around and leave again. Sì.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, but fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting...
What?
What's going on? Where are...
Abbiamo isolato il narratore. Però questo mi sembra il Hollow Knight lo giocheremo. Mi sembra l'imperatore di Baldur's Gate.
That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
Che cavolo. Il mondo intorno a te si unwound, si sfa. È materia fisica replaced by a texture nothingness. Quiet. Praticamente niente, il mondo sta morendo. Quindi il fatto che non abbia ucciso la principessa sta avendo effetto. Ok, qualcosa di sovrannaturale, il rumbling di Otti. Ok, mi vogliono impossessarsi di me, bro. Hai visto, Be Like? Sono contento, bro. This is a nightmare, wake up. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Dai. Tutte le emozioni che sto vivendo. Regret. Cosa è? I am your only salvation. A wagging finger. Denial. Chapter 1. The
You're
hero.
on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Quindi non possiamo
basement of that
scegliere
cabin.
praticamente.
You're here.
Ok, tab. Ok, andiamo.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Andiamo.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this.
Ho avuto un finale praticamente. Quindi non andare dalla
We're supposed to
principessa ha
save
fatto finire il mondo,
princesses,
ma
not slay them.
mi ha impedito di farlo finire. Mi ha riportato indietro praticamente.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking.
Prendiamo il blade e entriamo nel basement.
Oh, are you
Insomma,
now?
che la vogliamo ammazzare.
Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Ehi. Iso taste.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the
You weren't
basement.
kidding when you said you were here to kill me. Why would you even think that? I'm just here to talk.
Then
Volevo
why did you bring a
parlare.
knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's like, don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of her.
Drop it. Proviamo a parlarne.
The blade tumbles out of your
Facciamo
trembling
quello che non vuole il
hands
narratore.
and drops to the floor with an unceremonious.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Questa vuole chiamare.
Against your better judgment,
Guarda quando si
you
brucia.
step forward to speak with the princess face to face. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can
Okay.
assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Mi sta sul cazzo qua. Ma fammela vedere a me com'è. Porco
So
dio,
here we
narratore del
are.
cazzo.
What an awkward start to a relationship.
Sì, è vero. Vero. Allora, dobbiamo esplorare la principessa, ragazzi. Allora, dov'è? A me piacciono Armpits. Dov'è? Auschwitz. Vado a prendermi la Coca Zero, arrivo. Che è buona. Yeah, get some Coca-Cola. Uvola. Andiamo. Allora, yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get it? You. Okay. Sì.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two
Se
people
sei
who have
gentile
met
come
each
vuoi
other.
chiamarmi, per forza.
By definition, we have a relationship.
Questa è una figa di legno. Abbiamo finito di parlare. It's time to do the action. No, chiediamole. Qual è il suo nome?
She hesitates before answering.
Rosario.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
C'ha ragione il narratore.
Don't just tell her that.
Sì, dovrebbe essere un horror. Sì, ragazzi, gli horror non voglio giocare solo
Is
quelli
that
con i
why they
jumpscare,
turned
voglio
it
giocare
on?
un po' tutti, con
But I
tutte le
don't want to
varie.
hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I like the world, I think. Oh, grazie, Rick. Bella, bella, benvenuti. Duo con Rick, magari domani, dopodomani. Belli a tutti. Belli a tutti. Lo facciamo. Io ormai sono a casa nuova. Benvenuti tutti quanti. Stiamo giocando un giochino dove dobbiamo picchiare una donna o liberarla dalle catene. È già incatenata, pronta all'uso. L'angolo rottura è lì dietro, vedi. Sta lì, pronto per essere sfoderato domani. Ok.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Sus.
Just how long has she been down here?
Infatti, da quant'è che stai qua?
If I'm supposed to be capable of
giovane.
ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, non me l'hanno detto perché il narratore è un bastardo, principessa. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I was hoping you would tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Questo è anche vero. GG error. Ah, io ti devo dare ancora mi sforzo, mi devi ricordare. Zio
I
merda.
believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Questo è vero. Questo è vero. Anch'io pensavo di non saper giocare a League. E poi in realtà ce l'avevo dentro di me.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
True.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point.
Vero.
There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
No.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Poco.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth
E
anything.
il narratore mi sembra. Qual è il contrario del White Knight? Del simpaticone su Twitch? Qual è la word opposta al White Knight? Il Black Knight.
Like I said, it's all about trust.
Come si chiamano? Quelli che
Blind
odiano le donne, i
trust.
Red Guild. Come sono?
So do you trust?
Allora. Ok. Effettivamente io ho una domanda. Se qualcuno l'ha incatenata qua, perché devo ucciderla io se basta un coltello? Like, if it was really important, they could just kill her.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person.
Da quanto tempo sei qui?
Too long.
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
Taglio il
I'm sure there's a
braccio,
key
no?
somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
Omosessuale.
well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Ok.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's
Questa
suggesting,
mi piace. E
right?
come ho detto subito, usiamo la lama, ti taglio il braccio, no problem. Tanto mi puoi fare la sega con l'altro. Let's get it.
She
Toglila,
is.
Basta.
I'm sure of it.
No, però dico, un braccio in meno non fa niente, ne hai due.
Oh,
Abbiamo parlato
have you
abbastanza
decided what to
insieme.
do with me?
You know why you're
I'm getting you out of here. I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least for a bit we can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Possiamo tenerla chiusa. Teoricamente finché non esce da qui non muore il mondo. Potremmo scoprire di più. Fin qui try to
That
find
seems
out
like a
more.
pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she...
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Sì, perché sei così confident? Like, if you were so confident, you wouldn't be trying to spare your life with me.
And if you don't,
Sì?
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Mi stai sul cazzo.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Sembra tu sei il bambino divorziato, cioè scusa, tu sei il bambino con i genitori divorziati e tua madre ha una visione distorta di tuo padre, tuo padre ha una visione distorta di tua madre e cercano di porti la loro visione entrambi dall'altro e tu sei tipo in mezzo e fai I don't give a fuck who's right man, I just see you differently. Stessa roba, c'ho il narratore che mi dice una roba e lei che mi dice un'altra, ma entrambi mi sembrano shady as fuck. E la vita mi ha insegnato che la ragione sta nel mezzo, quindi me la devo chiamare.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Mi va bene
It's a
così.
chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Perché?
You turn your back to the princess, and
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
slip these chains. She can't, right?
Eh.
She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still...
Senti sul beat. Se avesse potuto liberarsi for real prima di adesso, si sarebbe già liberata, no? Non avrebbe senso. È qui da way too long.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing,
Un nuovo
wailing
personaggio?
voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Qualcuno l'avrà liberata. Forse è questo personaggio, Sorro.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you... As she violently rattles the door, you do...
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Ok, allora abbiamo una nuova informazione. La principessa è sovrannaturale.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No.
Quindi è il suo spirito che la libera, non è lei fisicamente. Ignore her and go to sleep.
Ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Oh.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body... It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying...
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
No, tutto il gioco è così, è una visual novel praticamente. È una visual novel.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame.
You have to see around the balls.
Get out of here. We could have done such wonderful things together.
La prossima run l'aiutiamo full.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Shakiamatos. Sei sicuro che non te ne arriverà? Ne ho giocate un sacco di visual novel io, però. The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Ok, di nuovo qua. Andiamo alla cabina.
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do... I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. It doesn't matter.
Don't trust anyone, quindi nemmeno lei.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. The blade is your implement. Hold on. Well, it's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep... So deep breath in, deep breath out.
Ok.
Your task awaits, and only you can...
Solo noi possiamo farcela. Andiamo. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
What is this?
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. Good. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending...
Sì, giusto. Però noi ci riusciremo, dai.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Chi?
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, her cruel and playful voice...
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
La prima morte Mi ha cambiato la seconda run.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't
Quindi
just
lui
go
non
down there
ricorda, il
unprepared.
narratore. How hard is it to throw a knife?
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch
Okay.
black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that?
Ok,
What did you
è proprio full sovrannaturale. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly
Va bene così.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of
Forse
the
sì,
basement,
Grazie,
mark where the
Mattia.
floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite
Ok,
directions.
semplicemente ci sono
left,
sti due
right.
rows da scegliere. Destra o sinistra, chat?
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it's
Okay,
certainly...
narratore.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter of... We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Voice of the Paranoid? Ha cambiato... Siamo diventati paranoici?
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Gli occhi stanno a destra, ragazzi. Go right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before...
Ok.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Cazzo è un lurching halt? Che cazzo è un lurching halt? C'è qualcuno dietro, alla Rendis, dietro la tenda. Affi boom.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Axel 13089 urla possentemente dei dopo che sei esperto
Sì,
del
Axel.
football. Hai visto Real Madrid contro Atalanta?
Spattonare.
Quest'anno sono devastanti. Pensi che riusciranno a fare il triplo?
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes... What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Il Paranoid non è Liro, ma è dentro di lui. È un'altra personalità. Forse è il suo cervello.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerve. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver, nerve,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Heart. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands.
Però ma è eterea, come la faccio a
Too
colpire?
late. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
We don't have to be enemies, we can work together, we can be friends even.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs,
Run, slay the princess.
nerves.
Can I just kill her now?
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring that she doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. Lungs. We did it. We actually did it. Lungs.
You actually went for it! Oh, you're going to regret this! I could be so much more terrible for you than I am
Dio.
now!
Heart.
Porco dio.
Liver. Can she? Nerves. Heart. We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back! I'll see you when you finally decide to die!
Heart, lungs. She falls to the ground, unmoving. Heart, lungs.
No! Mi è uscito l'achievement! Siamo stuck in questo incubo, ma lei ci ha tolto le scale per uscire.
Heart,
Siamo stuck qui.
nerves. Oh,
Un altro scambiabare.
stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
Oh no.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end.
Ma se tu sei immortale, puoi condizionare il tuo corpo a vivere senza un minimo di dopamina. Cioè, vivere in questo posto che è praticamente privo di niente e soddisfando semplicemente i tuoi bisogni primari, riusciresti a vivere senza impazzire una certa? Qualcuno in chat è mai stato in carcere? Domanda seria. Qualcuno in chat è mai stato in carcere? No.
I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it?
Ci ammazziamo.
What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Io ma solo in visita alla gente era giusto un pizzico strana.
Are you suggesting
No,
we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Sono stuck qui, narratore.
Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
Il narratore forse è un carino?
Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that. That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along.
Giusto. Ho mio zio che è stato in carcere per 6 mesi e ora è domiciliare. Qualsiasi cosa tu voglia chiedere, tieni conto che nonostante avesse momenti tipo partita calciato tra i detenuti e qualche svago, è profondamente turbato dalla vaga possibilità che ci possa tornare. E quindi la noia è dangerous as fuck, quindi. La noia è dangerous as fuck. Ma la principessa era un demone, amo.
We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it. I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't.
Ah, il narratore è stuck, per questo non vuole che mi ammazzo, perché poi si ammazza pure lui dalla noia.
Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
Ma che è sto Voice of the Paranoid?
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely.
What?
Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely. Oh, you could do it.
Andiamo, abbiamo la compagnia. Yeah.
Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
Come a nascondino dietro le travi.
Again? That. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility.
Oh! Again, you were only supposed to be here once.
Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though.
Ci sta, Mattia, dipende però.
Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine.
Ok.
She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Ok, ce la faccio. Ce la faccio io. First one, quindi ci sono più narratori.
No.
Come no?
Still no.
Secret time?
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secret.
Sì.
I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Sì,
The
secret.
narrator, you can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
The narrator ignores him.
The narrator continues to ignore.
Non posso più. E se aspettiamo che succede?
More time pass. More time. More.
Ok, siamo qua all'infinito.
You remove the blade from the princess's body.
Slay yourself, throw the blade into the void.
Oh no, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone. Now you're really stuck here forever. There's no way out now.
E mo devi fare quando trattini l'aria e poi non la riesci ad ammazzare.
You mean other than starving? Right, I mean other than...
Ah, moriamo di fame.
You wait, and then you wait for a little
it's
while
okay.
longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping. The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade.
È più brutto morire bruciati o morire di fame, ragazzi? Qualcuno di voi è morto di fame? O ha un amico che è morto di fame? I mean, I guess you're dead.
No,
No?
you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here.
Chapter 3? Fame è peggio.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just... Yes, so it does. No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if...
Nico, dopo ti facciamo una domanda sul
She
tappeto.
asked us to last time. What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here.
Ok.
More than once, even. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it
Vero.
twice. All death has done
Voice of
is
the
shunt us
cold.
back to these woods where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it?
Ogni capitolo si aggiunge una voce.
It's definitely not the same path in the woods. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult.
Influence?
But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and...
Ok.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no.
Tu ottenga di più dalle altre. Kinda, maybe it's true.
Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is...
Ogni voce ha anche la sua personalità.
I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but they're continuous.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm the same me. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him.
Possiamo uccidere il narratore.
They've clearly all been
Il
through some
cold è quello
harrowing
criminale,
experiences.
quindi.
Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see.
Oh.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice, but those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things will be easy. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid... On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace.
Ok, sto impazzendo e ho tante voci che mi dicono di fare cose cattive. Alright, man.
And she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us. Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better. No, it's strictly work. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But the only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Cazzo, maybe ha ragione il narratore.
You continue down the path.
Procediamo, dai, vediamo che si
It
dice.
isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Ah.
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice.
Ok, lui sente le mie voci,
Honestly, it
quindi.
seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get.
Maybe
about letting
I
her
myself am the narrator,
So, yes,
se ci pensi.
I'm done trying to argue.
Potrei essere già io.
Would you look at that?
Come fa a sentire le mie voci lui?
Take it however you will.
O magari il mio personaggio ha proprio multiple personalità che cambiano visivamente anche. Entriamo nella cabina.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
Vuoi che sto così? Buio d'ara? Andiamo così.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains.
Vero, non
Of
c'è una
course
spada.
There isn't a mirror. There wasn't one.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not.
Ma sì, la strangoliamo, dai. And that right now we can see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking
Sì.
what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way...
Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again?
He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
Ok, but how does he know?
It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's gonna jump out at us and there's nothing we can do to
Il
stop her.
paranoico,
Let me
ok?
assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the prince.
Ok, dai,
You
fidiamoci.
slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Lui non vede il coso.
I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Well, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Hopelessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the brain,
Invisibile.
a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her
Ma io come
grin
sono
carved
fatto,
jagged
raga?
from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time. And that was after you tried to lock me away
Lei
forever.
quindi ha la stessa percezione di
I
me.
was
Lei è
so close to freedom. But then you took my body away from me.
la sua coscienza quindi è generale.
So now I'm going to take yours. And I'm going to walk it out of here. And you?
Ecco perché anche il suo corpo cambia in ogni run.
Just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out.
Yeah, but not like this.
Quindi il cold è quello rassegnato praticamente.
Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Ok.
Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain. Except that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Ok. Liberiamola.
See? That wasn't so hard. And maybe this'll make it hurt a little less. Maybe.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Mado, speriamo mi salta sul cazzo.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you
Okay.
can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Chiaro.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the Not like this. You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck. which
Infatti senza arma,
unfortunately
che
means
cosa ci
that
faccio? bro?
and the rest of the world are out of luck too.
Funziona a metà. Ogni tanto parte un suono che fa, legalizzato dallo Stato.
Non ho capito.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Is it? Is there any conceivable... Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
Ci sta.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of moment. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
No, non mi toccare l'anima.
You're awake. Eyes once again
Mi ha fatto
fixed on
fare
the
un
long hallway.
cunnilingus.
Your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her. You're the puppet master here. If this is the only way we could cut ourselves free from you, so be it. It's a new experience. You should try being...
Ah, no, siamo stati impossessati quando ci hanno entrato nell'anima, ok. Ci sentiamo così offuscato per questo motivo qua.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding. But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's...
Feathers? O delle piume?
Please, just let her out. It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
Ah, lui narrando shape la realtà.
It really is, isn't it?
Sta narrando lei ora, ha preso il controllo.
Isn't saying all of this his job? Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us. This is it then. The big moment.
Oh.
Finally, we'll get to see what's really out there.
Ok.
We're us again. How interesting.
Ok.
Everything is gone.
What is happening to me?
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that.
È tipo il God of Fear and
Why is it
Hunger.
here? Why now? He is. He was never going to outlast. Yeah. No voice needling us anymore.
I'm begging you, don't. It's different now. It feels... I don't know. It's calling us. And not in a good way. Ignore the cowards. You have...
Ignore the cowards. You have. Voice of the cold.
This doesn't feel right. It's calling us. And not in a good... Ignore the cowards.
You have to look, bro. Ok, ci guardiamo allo specchio. The body, it's you, mi è uscito un achievement. Siamo noi. What do you mean proceed to the cabin? Oh.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile
Eri tu la cosa lì, vero?
vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth.
Ah, ok, non avevo il
I am
ok.
sorry. I am solitary lights in an empty
What do you mean solitary lights?
Gay sono le persone a cui piacciono persone dello stesso sesso e sono comunque delle belle
thoughts
persone.
without connections.
Alcune, Next
A
Time
dim
porta
and
Mortuary
nascent
Assistant o
network.
qualcos'altro con
I wish
jumpscare.
to be more.
Va bene, Nduli, ma io voglio giocare tutti gli horror, anche quelli non con jumpscare. Il prossimo magari lo giochiamo più con jumpscares, it's fine. What do you think I am? I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Ok.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Ok, quindi le mani sono una divinità, il pensiero. La principessa era solo un vessel, quindi. La principessa è il vessel.
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant.
Ok.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Vero?
I know only that they are.
Ok. Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here.
Ok,
and I
quindi
too
è
yearn to be free.
è un'entità appena nata. Nata dall'impossessamento comunque dalla principessa, o comunque dalla principessa. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of
Ok,
me
è il
is
vessel,
her.
quindi. È un'entità che l'ha impossessata.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
No. Salviamo. What happens now? Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold.
Non può essere
I promise
separata.
that it doesn't. Nothing
happens now?
as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only
Okay.
you believe her to be able to bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Quindi le prossime run che faremo creeranno prospettive nuove per la principessa che, mischiata al Vessel, le daranno più potere praticamente di spiegarci che cosa sta succedendo. Am I right?
Everything.
Ok.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am in.
Ok.
You ask of things that cannot be done.
To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. Effettivamente non puoi cancellare qualcosa. Let it be.
How can I know? I am flickers in something. Then we will be here forever, as we are.
Dry hollow.
If you need time,
Possiamo aspettare per sempre oppure make me forget. What do we do? Io sto qua nel new angle con questa goth bitch. Che non succede niente. Aspettiamo, chissà che succede.
you are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to.
Mi ha chiuso il gioco.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Oh shit. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Ah, è vero, perché lei esiste dentro di lei.
You won't.
What?
Xerkval urla possentemente sborragli addosso.
Your Honor, you're here to slay.
Oh.
That's the spirit.
Andiamo, viva la
You
revolution.
make your way up the short
Whatever.
path to the.
Andiamo. Uccidiamola, let's see what happens.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any
Okay.
visitors. Come on down.
You step
Proviamo
forward.
ad ucciderla.
Io-
L'abbiamo già fatto. Slay the princess.
You lunge. Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. but it was for the greater good.
Ok.
But that day isn't today. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a
Ok.
world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now... What? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe.
Mi hai trollato.
What's done is done. This is what's best for everyone. Trust. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or... Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever. Are we really happy? Or is he...
Cazzo, lui lo dice, ci fa sentire felici, ci forza.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. The blade. We can use the... I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the... Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants
Ma con chi
this
sta parlando
wonderful
l'eroe?
place
Con noi ma chi?
to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to... Don't you dare... How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill... In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Scusa, ma come fai a saperlo? Se ne abbiamo dimenticato
That
tutto.
little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It did... Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You... Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you. You're on a path in the woods.
Ok.
You're here to slay her.
Lo spettro questa volta.
My tricks?
Ok.
What on earth? If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's better. That's fine.
Di nuovo la
It
voice
wasn't
of the
very hard
cold.
to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Casa nuova, signor Davidowski.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart... Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably... Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to... And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean?
È vero, Zanna, non c'è il paranoico, cazzo.
We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone...
Però è il
right back where they
cold perché
started.
l'abbiamo
That
uccisa.
sounds pretty consequence-free
Quindi
to
in base
me.
alle nostre scelte c'è una voce che cambia le nostre decisioni dopo. Perché il cold è quando la uccidiamo. È quello cattivo, quello... cold.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you... Had you failed to slay the princess? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after... Just stay focused. Just be quick about it. That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the war. Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to
Giusto?
end the
We can
world.
talk about it.
And now we get to go through the whole
can talk about
charade
it.
again, wholly aware of what's... But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been... And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time. Well, that's exactly what we're... Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your...
Ma siamo felici perché lo siamo o perché lui ci narra che lo siamo? Ok.
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is... People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're Oh, of course we're...
Ok. E siamo special perché siamo quel mostro, no? Siamo kinda quel mostro, quindi maybe abbiamo
I've
veramente
told you
una
everything
profezia.
you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking.
Ok.
Great.
Proceed to the cabin.
A
Qui c'è
warning.
lo spettro.
She will lie. The interior... It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Okay.
Like I've been saying. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the
Perché lui
table,
non
and the
vede
door to
il
the
mirror?
basement. There's nothing else in here.
Perché lui non vede il mirror?
There's definitely
Però
a
questa
mirror.
volta avete visto la porta è chiusa perché l'abbiamo uccisa, non è aperta.
There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just... I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about some... Very. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. So focus up. You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult.
Ho paura che se esploriamo lo specchio ci succede qualcosa di brutto. Andiamo straight up ad ammazzare. There isn't a mirror, mi fido. Proviamo a
The
fidarci.
door
del
to the
tipo.
basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wood. The room below. Nobody's here. As much as I appreciate the optimism, I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap. Okay, she's
Dobbiamo
definitely dead.
ucciderle lo spirito.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost! Oh. Wow. How...
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Può toccarmi quindi?
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips
Okay,
send
mi
shivers
aspetto la
dancing
sensazione,
across your
ok.
skin. So she has a body,
Ha una X.
and she's right there. That means we could kill her again. Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from,
Non ha un corpo.
all you
quindi.
manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Slay the Princess Harder.
She might be making it hard for us to kill her body. But those bones look... Or maybe burying them would put her to rest. Don't take any piece of her outside of this cabin. Maybe you should... But we are trying.
Proviamo Harder. Slay the Smash her bones. Slay the Princess Harder.
This path is already worn by travel, and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change.
Wait, what?
What? L'abbiamo già uccisa nella second phase e quindi la tizia delle mani ci ha detto che non lo possiamo rifare. Perché l'ha già visto.
I want you to make things right. I want you to set me free. This place won't let me leave, but you seem to come and go as you please. So help me out. Let me in. And maybe all of this can be water under the bridge. Remember, you owe me.
Maybe we should have just left her here. Maybe we should still just leave her here. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? Hasn't gotten out and can't get out are two very different things.
That'd be dull, anyway. It's more in...
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess her? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic.
Would she be able to see us? If now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
There's only one way to...
That's not very...
What's another voice rattling around in here?
It's pretty crowded already, wouldn't you say? She's not exact...
Neither is he.
I'm being perfectly respectful considering the stakes of the situation.
Dai.
The princess swims through
Per
the
una
air in
volta
front of
facciamoci
you,
chiavare.
pausing for a brief moment as her
Abbiamo una
dark,
chance,
rimmed
why don't we
eyes
just
stare
do it?
deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching, and you collapse to the floor.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Ok.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Capito.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
I'm actually am, no?
Yeah?
Actually,
Go
yeah.
on. Finish the thought. What are you?
I'm a voice? I'm me, is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Ma che cazzo vuoi? Oh.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there, like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. Obviously, she's nowhere.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Ok.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
Oh, kill that guy.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Slay the princess. Can I slay her?
Then don't think.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice?
I guess we'll just have to see what happens when we leave. But if I'm stuck in here, I'll be making some renovations. It's too crowded.
Raga, e se ci ammazzassimo? Stiamo provando ad ammazzarla in tutti i modi questa run. Proviamo.
Isn't that an interesting idea? I hadn't even considered it as an option. Of course we're sure. The decision... Alright then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
What do you think you're doing?
Hear that? She's scared. No
Madonna.
point wasting more time.
Bro, la voice of the cold è tipo il Dark Urge di Baldur's Gate. She's scared.
You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart.
No!
No?
The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone.
Eh sì, perché le ho ridato un corpo, so I can finally slay her again.
Organ and muscle. Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still...
Is this really what you wanted? Do you hate me so much that you would kill yourself just to deny me freedom?
Yes, he would. Because he knows what's at stake, and he knows what will happen if you leave this place. I'm not so sure about all of that. Don't be modest. You're a hero.
Do you think I'm just going to stick around while you die? Hell no, I'm leaving.
You can try if you want, but I think this is an end for all of us.
Ma tu che bella la voice of the boy, of the cold.
Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out!
The princess's form continues struggling to pull itself out of you, but the effort is in vain. You collapse to your knees. Your vision blurs, then starts to fade. And then what happens? I think he's gone. Just... Are we... I don't know.
Ok.
I don't think so.
What?
Do you think we're done?
Porco Dio, ma non schiatta mai.
Do you?
No? Again?
She's gone. And there's that mirror again.
Why is it here? Approach the mirror.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so...
Ok. The bloat. You have grown. Oddio, le gambe. Siamo di nuovo qua. Vediamo che ci dice.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Wait.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Ok, la dobbiamo boostare questa, quindi.
Eyes close and reflect. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are It feels correct. This.
Ok.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truth. I cannot tell you what desires I will
Niente,
put in
dobbiamo
this
farla
moment.
evolvere, quindi.
All I want is to know my.
I'm going to kill you.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you.
Chiaro.
Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new
Accidenti.
horizons to discover.
Can I just attack it?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only.
Ok.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless.
Mi stanno usando tutti in questo gioco. Anche lei mi sta usando.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Ok.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the
Forse
ways
c'è
in
un
which
numero
to go,
limitato
for I have yet to feel
di
them.
prospettive che le
It is you
posso
who guides
dare
me
per
down a
dargli un
big trail of
finale.
perspective
Quindi
and memory.
trollando, cioè non sono tutti i finali fino a farla crescere completamente. È tipo, ci sono 100 finali, io ne scelgo 3 e con quei 3 lei si è creata una prospettiva. O 5, no? Immagino sia così, actually.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are the wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without, I cannot be as I was before.
Ok.
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to.
E se faccio attack the entity?
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm.
Ok.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Siamo
I await your
completamente alla
return,
mercé di sta
but
tipa,
it will
bro.
give me time to reflect on what I am.
Ti fa la ceretta alla barba, banana, you are crazy.
We will meet again.
You're on a You're here to sleep.
Again, qua. Ok, vediamo cosa fare ora, ragazzi. Senza spada.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice
Hello?
is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you. It's all part.
Ok. Live. Proviamo a mentire.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me?
I see. You're trying to get her to lower.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
finibile fattere questo gioco entro stasera? Non lo so, magari lo finiamo un'altra volta, who knows, vediamo.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's
Proviamo a
beautiful.
trattarla bene questa run.
How could someone like this be I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intent.
Okay.
Ok.
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her
Questa è
words
molto
before
timida,
she
la prima era
responds.
super cocky.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess.
Is princess her name or her title? What if it's...
Like I said, you can call me I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be true.
Ok.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. But okay, but actually, what has she been
Infatti sì,
eating?
deve mangiare, no?
She has to eat, right?
Proviamo ad
Only
essere
making
gentili
this more
still.
difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge... No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them they're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to even
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
No. Bella, un frischettong. Il boss.
Is someone else here? You try the door. Your shouts and you're here to slay the princess.
No way.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade, like easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the prince.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm. Just you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises.
No, mi sta controllando.
Wait, This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
No. Warner.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
No.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
No. Mi
She
ammazzo.
plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again.
I'm sorry.
Mi ha fatto arrabbiare questa roba.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest.
Ma no,
as
è bello Fear and
tears
Hunger, è
cover
bello anche
rivulets
questo,
of
banana,
pink
dai.
down
Mi
her
sta piacendo
blood-spattered
sto gioco.
cheeks. It can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't. Everything goes dark. And you die. You're on a...
No! Il capitolo 2 cambia. Il capitolo 2 cambia quando in base alla scelta iniziale che abbiamo fatto. Cioè adesso è The Damsel, è la damigella ora. Non è più lo spirito come era prima, The Wraith. Perché non l'abbiamo uccisa. Oh shit. Che dite, mi prendo una birra? Dai, prendiamoci una birra. Però mi sta piacendo. Oh man. How good is life, man. Mi sta piacendo tantissimo sto gioco, ragazzi. Poi siamo, raga, siamo tantissimi per essere a giocare una visual novel sconosciuta il 15 di agosto di notte. That's crazy. Ora ho visto i viewers. What the fuck, man? Vi sta piacendo? A me sta gasando un sacco, bro. Dedo, ma tu la preferisci pelosa o liscia? Ok, parliamo di business. Ok. Parliamo di business. Se non è pelosa, è come mangiare scondito. È come non mettere il sale, l'olio e il pepe sulle patate lesse. Like, you just eat garbage. È tasteless. Ok? Quindi il giusto amount of condimento serve, bro. Infatti mi incazzo che nei porno la maggior parte sono tutte rasate. Mi tilt. Like, why would you do that, man? Se voglio scoparmi una bambina mi faccio arrestare piuttosto. A sto punto fammi vedere i peli, dio merda. No? Like, you know that shit? Andiamo avanti. Moving on. Tanto ho sempre ragione, you know that. Così funziona. Sono schizzinoso e vomito. Vabbè, Gluttony, tu sei... no, non masticare a bocca aperta che mi fa schifo. Poi lecchi la passera e sa di acido muriatico. Fai, no, ma il pelo no. Ma vai a fare in culo. Ma vai a fare in culo. Ok, back to the game.
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
Andiamo alla cabina, questa è la damigella, ragazzi.
A
Giochiamo...
warning. She will
Forget he said, but he is a villain. He made our beloved
Smitten?
brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of
Damigella e Smitten, che cos'è, ragazzi? Smitten, che cos'è? È una nuova voce, abbiamo fatto una scelta diversa.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passion... Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Quindi il cold è più nichilista. Invece questo qua è capito?
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Ma perché mi fanno schifo proprio i peli, anche i miei, figurati. Bro. Io c'ho l'R3 di Elden Ring sul petto and I'm proud of it. C'ho letteralmente fucking Liurna qua, la vedi? Qui c'ho l'Eindel. You see that shit? Qui c'ho la penisola del pianto. All of that shit. All of that. Proceed into the cabin. E vediamo lo specchio questa volta se c'è.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. Its
tutto più
stone
medievale
walls draped
ora.
in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Ormai.
The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if...
Approach the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definitely... There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up. In which case she'd be lying to you because... Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time... You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the... But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Ok, enter the basement senza spada di nuovo. Dobbiamo fare White Knights questo giro.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries...
Hello?
Her voice! It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is, we don't even know the princess.
We can still do right by her without all this. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Ok.
Just remember
Ok.
that her charms are all part of the
Ora sarà
manipulation.
ancora
You
più
walk down
buona?
the stairs and
Well,
lock
yes.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
È andato full roleplay.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may
Beh, she
not
can't
be
hear
able
you.
to hear my
perché la voce
words,
nella mia testa.
but surely... Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried.
Lei
you'd
si
come back.
ricorda di me, quindi anche in positivo.
Did you hear that? She said we... And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been... That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well,
Ooh.
she... Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but... We damned a whole world. Nothing resets. You're just
Okay.
somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible... Horrible for you,
Ok, quindi il
maybe.
mondo che
But we've
saltiamo lo
been given another
distruggiamo.
opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him?
Okay.
He's lost it.
And it hurts. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign...
Lei mi sta manipolando, actually.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling
Oh, che
princess?
carina tu.
She wants to make us happy.
Che carina
My
qui.
heart melts. Are you listening to her? I can't believe that the fate of the
Vediamo
entire
cattivi, vediamo
world has
che
been
dici.
left in the hands of...
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
No way, she got trapped. Uno ci ha mentito, o prima o adesso. But I think we got her good.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't... Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not... But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy.
Bro, mi fa arrapare.
By destroying the world? Apparently, yes.
Mi fa arrapare.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic...
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. That's because she's perfect.
Ma smetti, sto
She has
white
someone
man.
like him telling her what to do. She doesn't. There's no one else. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Ok.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. What? No, she's a prisoner here. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with... She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. No, I
Rescue.
can't let you do that. If you take another step toward... You'll what? Take over our body and I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our
ok,
dearest,
decide lui.
I will. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the
cioè
princess
libera.
and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're
Ok.
doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bro, sembra le cam girl dei siti porno che fingono di ringraziarti quando è incredibile. That's so fake. No, cazzo, la birra. E tu mi dai, how do you know, Deidara? Well, uno dei passatempi dalla comitiva dei Fantastici 4 era quello di andare sui siti di camgirl e importunare le ragazze. That's what we did. Soprattutto quelle nane, le camgirl che soffrono di nanismo. C'era una che assomigliava a Gali. Ma sì, gluttoni. We go on, we
The
go on.
princess jumps up and smothers you with a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in... Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have... Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt...
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Non hanno sentito, mi sa di no, but it's okay, let them be.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave.
The princess closes her eyes in deep... And then she shrugs.
And I think I want some Coca-Cola with ice and ice cream.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
No, ma do la classica donna move. Che vuoi fare? Non lo so. Tu che vuoi fare? I want you to tell me what you want. Qua gli faccio la 1 reverse card per 2, bro. Pesca 4 carte così.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to... It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her.
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broke? What's going on is she's
What?
lying to you, only she isn't a good liar.
I want you to make me unhappy. Senti la musica.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't... I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to...
I just want to make you...
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
What? Al secondo capitolo?
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where does she... Is that a mirror?
Oh.
But it feels so bad. Yes. I fear that we won't What is that supposed to mean?
Whatever. Do it then. End us all before I die of.
Ok. Sì, no. Ti dirà di no. Bobert is perfect. Oh, decay, you have withered. What? Andiamo dalla signora.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing, and all of me is changing. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Ok.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Andiamo. Deconstructed damsel.
You're on a path in the wood.
Ok. Andiamo alla cabina. Proviamo a rigiocare. Safe.
Wait, really? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion, if we were stuck down here long and were tempted, is someone...
Ok. Save the princess. Proviamo la stessa run. Non posso resistere.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now. A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless
È
damsel.
cambiata.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her, but you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness. Dress. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it can't just end. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't. Everything goes dark. And you...
The witch! Ora è una strega?
You're on a... You're here to... Oh, she will lie. Don't... The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The blade is your implement. No blade. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing the weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Copper? Perché c'è del rame? Forse perché una strega fa gli intrulli? Una strega che fa gli intrulli?
Her voice.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down.
I'm not
But
nice.
you are. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming.
She must have you confused with... She seems friendly enough. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break... Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Do you
Bravo,
want to hear
sì.
what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement
un animale
steps,
pure lei.
entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine.
She's acting like the two of you already... Oh, no. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one? Call it deductive. Well, you seem to be... Do you remember us then? Do you... No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I'm just glad we could put all... Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand.
Quindi sempre,
I don't
lei si
care if
ricorda,
you've
lui
been here before, and I
sempre è
don't care if
unaware.
you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take... Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Okay, look, I made a mistake. We'll make mistakes, right? I'm sure I've made mistakes. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. Proviamo a cooperare. Però è una strega, quindi maybe...
You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that
mi
didn't
son
mean you hadn't been
dimenticato,
plotting
cazzo.
something nasty all along. What you did showed me a...
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision. But I think you're both making perfectly valid points. Sure.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually... Do you know what the word... It sounds to me like she's offering an...
Kinda true, eh? Proviamo così.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back...
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? If you're sorry, then let me out of here.
Vediamo, esploriamo ancora.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She
Ok.
could have gotten out of those the whole time. A woman after my own heart, really. She knows. This is why she can't just be abandoned here.
Ok, live with the princess.
Yes. Let's.
She creeps
Si
forward,
avvicina e mi accoltella.
taking one cautious step at a time. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves faced.
Questa è per gluttoni, vedi com'è pelosa. Ma tu, le braccia che sembrano la carne grigliata. Look at this, gluttoni. Quante seghe ti puoi fare qui? State male, è un altro mondo in chat. Mi diverte sta roba.
She's silent for a long
Come
moment,
funziona sto
as if
horror?
testing to see what
Allora,
you'll do now that she's
c'è
within
una,
arm's reach.
è una visual novel a scelte con una specie di loop temporale che si ripete in 3 giorni. E le scelte che fai durante una cosa portano a un determinato finale. Ogni giorno viene influenzato da quello prima e da un sacco di altre scelte, eccetera. È figo.
After you, darling. You're the one that lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Mi devo dare alle
no,
spalle.
we can't have that. If anyone... It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
Step onto the stairs oppure explore you first. Secondo me, se le dico you first, la setappo per ammazzarla. Se vado io sulle stairs, magari mi faccio... le do fiducia. Però it feels like mi ammazzerà se mi metto di spalle. Proviamoci. Anzi, ma se mi dice explore forse no, vediamo.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've...
Just go first.
Proviamo così.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching
Sniffer?
as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially.
Sniffer?
What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good...
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to
è
go
arrossata?
first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp. And I've got eyes on the back...
Eyes on the back of her head? No. The princess pointedly
No,
turns her
we're
back on
fine.
you and starts...
Ma era solo per vederle il culo, to be honest.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking...
Guarda che polpacci
through the
pelosi.
knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try...
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement. I don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
L'opportunista sa qualcosa che non
The princess
sappiamo?
reaches the top of the stairs
Oh,
and crosses
no.
over the threshold, turning back to smile at you. But something catches her eye.
Oh no.
Oh no? It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing.
Se fossi
Then
salito
you would have
prima.
stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
Ehi.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it. Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
What the fuck?
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place. Locked in the basement, I thought for sure. The princess cackles from the other side of the...
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful? I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back, so we're going to stay exactly as we are right now. For as long as either... As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. It's in our nature to be trapped. No, you're going to sit down there forever.
You try the door. You throw yourself again. Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's...
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure.
Ok.
Why is everything going away? I feel...
Cioè, è la dea delle mani che semplicemente prende ogni risultato della personalità della principessa che andiamo a costruire con le nostre scelte. That's it.
She's gone. And is that a... This... If he thinks it's bad, I'm with...
The remains. You unraveled. Ok. Un'altra storia presa.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. It doesn't matter if there are. People are. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Chiaro? Chiaro?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side. No. No, their minds are empty, existent, but constant. I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps. One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to.
Un ultimo tentativo.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the
Avevo
contents
ragione.
of your heart. The only
Ne possiamo
thing
attrarre
I
un
want to
tot
see
e poi si
is what
attraggono
you
tutti
choose for me
insieme.
when the threat. You've already tried waiting, but I.
Ok,
The next time I
l'abbiamo
see
già
you,
fatto.
each of us will finally know I will be here.
Ultima run, ragazzi.
You're on a path.
Ok, andiamo. Prendiamo la lama. Entriamo.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Ok.
She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a... Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after... You ignore the trembling in your hands.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason.
Lei sta bluffando.
You should just drop.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate,
Lei sta esplorando.
you go into this expecting to die.
Hesitating. Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civil? Then I'm not talking to you. Well, I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just... Or drop the blade.
Ok.
Yeah,
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going...
Drop the blade or slay the princess. Proviamo a droppare l'arma.
The blade tumbles
thank you. Maybe now we can just...
against your better judgment. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can
Okay.
assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make...
So here we are. What an awkward start to
Okay.
a relationship. I know. I just...
She was just threatening us a second ago. Am I the only... I'll take that as a sign that you're finally coming around.
I have no idea.
Ok.
To be honest, well, I don't even know. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Note the...
What's your name? Non ce lo dice.
You're lying.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
You can't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. Well, we can always put that...
Her sharp eye. She isn't. She is.
Ok.
Don't just tell her.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous? Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one.
But she doesn't have to.
Già chiesto.
Oh, you
Dovremmo
have
liberarla,
to be
bro.
kidding. You walk up to they're large and heavy.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it.
Doubtful.
That would be fine. I can lose it.
She speaks with almost. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. You attempt to make someone else. Your shouts and you're here. You try that. I'll repeat myself.
Di nuovo.
You make your easier for every.
Same.
I heard the door
Same.
slam. The knife. Pick it up.
You won't. Against your. You cut in the blade. She didn't so much. Free. How is she so composed?
Thank you. Now
Questa è
No,
quella, è
we
quella,
won't have any
quella
of that. The
Brett,
stakes
quella,
are too
come si
high.
dice?
You can't just
Col
let her
carattere
escape into the
forte.
world. As the wait, watch.
Watch me slay the princess direttamente.
You bring the blade down on. Okay. Though the blade left a deep gash.
are you serious? I don't know what came over you. But if we're do you think I need both of my arms to do that? But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Thank you. Swing your arm towards her throat. The blade, but she's ready for it.
What?
She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone You drop the blade.
What?
Pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
Porco dio, la W di set m'ha fatto.
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline, you fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact. Unknown ruptures blossom.
You poor.
Questo doveva essere
thing.
picchiare la donna simulator, invece
I'll go ahead and
farsi
put you
picchiare
out
dalla
of your
donna
misery.
simulator.
She places a confident heel on your
Ma tu i
chest,
piedi si
pushes you down
calpesta.
to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this.
Crash from her weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. Che figa questa stringa.
I'm sorry, but everything goes dark.
La torre.
You're
La torre.
She will. We might come on. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her. Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't so please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads. If that's what you want.
Voice of the Broken,
Yes, I don't have
scusatemi.
a say here.
Voice of the Broken è quello che è stato... Fuck, ho
The
skippato.
interior of the cabin is
Wait. Cos'è che ha detto Voice of the Broken? Ok. Ah, è perché ho perso l'1v1 contro di lei. Ok. È perché ho perso l'1v1 contro di lei, I guess. Vabbè. Ok.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it. Why do we feel so? We don't feel small.
What?
What do you? You reach. We should count ourselves lucky. You take the blade from the.
Ok.
The door to the basement creaks open. Huh. This is actually. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives, her booming voice
Quindi in
rolls
questa
up
run
the
vogliamo
stairs.
provare. Ciao Dedo, bella Sora. In questa run proviamo a farci ammazzare.
Is that a
Facciamo.
guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Sindra.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end, the princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it...
The little bird has returned to me. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's you. Drop it!
Allora, ascoltiamo il cazzo e lo droppiamo o ascoltiamo Jordan Peterson e lo stringiamo questo coltello? What do we do? What do we do? Stringiamo il coltello? Non facciamo I sottoni? Stringiamolo.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Mi è caduto.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more... Oh, I understand what's going on, and you...
Kneel.
Ragazzi. Sto alzando la scrivania con il cazzo. Sì, Loki, sì, pure a me. Vabbè, tanto non posso scegliere. No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I
No.
said kneel.
Your legs buckle.
Kneel.
And your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Ragazzi.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now, it's time for me to seize my destiny. And you...
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It does. But why did she say the last time we met? That's not right. That can't be right. She's right. And we've died here before. Pitifully. We might as well do what she asks of us. And he's being melodramatic, but the point stands. What are we even supposed... Well, I'll be damned. Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith.
Know the limits of your privilege, little... There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept.
Questa è Mistress Simulator.
Perhaps. Or a pet.
Questa è Mistress Simulator. What would you do? What would you have me do?
All you have to do?
Sì, tanto lei si libera come l'altra volta. E raga, dobbiamo fare I sottoni. Ora ti ammazzo. Facciamo I sottoni, bro. Tanto non possiamo fare un cazzo.
Your will was so easily broken.
Mi
Am
costringi.
I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chain.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No,
You can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes
Meglio
are so
morto
high.
che
Not when
sottone.
you're so close.
Bro, you
I
can
won't
do
let
shit
you
then.
do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person.
Is she talking about... That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
E non lo dovevi dire a tutti. Non lo doveva dire a tutti, mamma, che ce l'avevo piccolo.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Pure io.
Rise, my little bird.
Di nuovo, non ce l'ho così piccolo l'uccello.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Ha preso il controllo del narrator.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Dai, ormai.
Chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Best ending?
Nothing.
No, no.
She's gone. And there's that mirror.
Andiamo a vedere, ragazzi. Cosa siamo
I
adesso?
want to look at...
Adesso allo specchio vediamo. Congratulazioni, sei diventato un Twitch gifter. You are nothing at all. Un corvo?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, il narratore è un corvo. Oh.
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold and despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance.
Ooh.
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now.
Ok.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
No. Siamo noi?
Oh, I'm nothing. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make...
Ok.
Of course. That is by both. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would... But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't...
Ah, we got one more chance, l'ultima.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be.
Non è chiara questa
But an
risposta.
echo can't perceive things, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now. Besides, anything is better than oblivion.
Ok.
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
Quindi rimarremo nel grande infinito senza niente. Notte, gluttoni.
The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put two infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion.
Oh.
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities.
Run out of questions. Death of the author. Ok.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
Ok. Siamo noi. Ma come? What?
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I am. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature. When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Vogliamo creare un mondo senza morte? think she's bad. Oh, il narratore è stato peggiore. Leggiamo qua.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at the violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, you are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed
Ehi, una domanda ho fatto!
restless thoughts.
Porco dio, worst she can say is no. Il cazzo. You are nothing, a black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. Porco dio. Una domanda ho fatto.
When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards.
Porco dio, le do una pizza adesso.
What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. You can vainly struggle against me. Or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find a trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. You let me move and I slam the door. But that is not the end. And both of us must face our partner once again. The barbs twist deeper, but they do not have to. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? If my words feel meaningless, it's because words are meaningless. If it feels as though I lecture you from above. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
Continuiamo.
The only universal truth is that there are no universal truths. There is only you and I will not stop our dance until... A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it.
Ok.
I offer you absolution, but you do not follow my path. Hands clasped together, you break your... You were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to end me.
Bro. It's a fight?
They are mere fragments of a whole. They bought into delusion because none of them were able to...
Questa è l'ultima.
you cling to things that never truly existed. If it takes all of eternity to break your grip on petty, fickle,
Sto fightando con tutte le
fleeting
cose che gli ho portato, basically.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists. There is no constant. Open your eyes and accept what we are.
Ok. Ok.
What I offer you is not.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do.
Wait.
All of them? I assume in the same way that.
Wait, we're getting a good ending, guys.
After all the times you told me that mirror was going to kill me, I'm genuinely surprised you missed me. But we don't have to get into it. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our.
She's relentless, isn't she?
I'm
Let's
ready.
go.
Let's go. Possiamo? Are we cooking?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started. Do you need me? Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could happen.
Okay.
Yeah. The interior of the there's no mirror either.
Oh, okay.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south,
Ok.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the
Okay.
rest.
yeah. The stairs. Do you remember the first time?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp,
Oh.
and down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Allora, la roba è questa. If I kill her, io rimango da solo per sempre. E faccio un favore al mondo. If I... Cioè, se voi foste un dio, ok? Che non ha a che fare con l'umanità, potete sacrificare la vostra felicità per la felicità di un migliaio di persone che non conoscete, un miliardo di persone che non conoscete, oppure condannare miliardi di persone che non conoscete per la vostra felicità. What would you do? Perché io onestamente condannerei tutti e 7 miliardi di persone. Quanti cazzo sono? Però questa è una pazza psicopatica, capito? Does she bring you joy? Cioè forse è meglio stare da solo pesce in mano. No, ma non è egoista. È actually il valore in quel momento. Slay the princess, sit with her. Vediamoci, dai, vediamo che ha da dire. I don't think I want to be a god. I'm sorry, slay the princess.
Honestly, me neither.
Come honest.
No. I feel like I'm myself again. Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
Ah, lei è la vera
Make me send us back
principessa.
to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the...
Can she really do that?
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice.
Mm.
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
Mm.
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Oh, I cannot be a god.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them. That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care. But it seems important to you. Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
Ah, ok.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you. Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making
No,
now.
lo sapevo che saremmo arrivati qua. Raga. Dobbiamo rifare tutto o l'ammazziamo? Can we have a better ending? Cioè, se l'ammazzo... No, anch'io me ne vado a dormire dopo la scelta. Secondo voi, se la uccido, che succede? Non ne uccido, uccido anche la morte. Sì, ma uccidere la morte non è la cosa giusta. Cioè... Tipo... Dovresti uccidere la vecchiaia... Dovresti uccidere la fame, dovresti uccidere il dolore. Perché... Non è solo rimanere soli, eccetera. Cioè, se l'ammazziamo, ammazziamo la morte, sì, ma anche la trasformazione. It means everything will be the same. È un mondo che non cambia. Cioè, lei è anche trasformazione. Quindi se ammazziamo lei... praticamente mettiamo in stallo il mondo, ma non è una cosa positiva che il mondo sia in stallo. I think we can just have a better ending.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess she takes the blade from our hand.
I love you. Facciamo tipo gluttoni, se è il mio Vangelo. Tanto poi se lo scorda pure lei, no? Ma sì, tanto poi se lo scorda.
Oh, I love you too.
No, tu, che brutto. Ma tu, se mi rispondono così mi ammazzo. Se mi rispondono così, mia mamma, mi butto giù dal balcone. Mi vado a mettere le palle sotto un treno, ma solo le palle. Porco Dio.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here.
Oh my god, tutto da capo, bro. Ma se andiamo qua, noi siamo al salvataggio numero page 2. Che succede?
Hey,
Yo!
You're on a path in the woods.
Wait. C'è un autosave, magari qua. Ok.
you and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Oh.
She's gone. Is that
Okay.
a metaphor, or are you being literal? It's quiet here.
Ok. A world free from death.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to...
Ok.
We're the house now. We get to make the rules.
Voice of the cheated.
I'm not sure you'll like those new rules. Torturer. And to think I thought we could rely on you. This is going to be fun. Slaying our beloved and threatening us with damnation. I'm sorry. They all know what you did. Voices get around. Knives out, boys. It's time to get to work.
A new unending dawn and everyone hates you. Cheated perché hai caricato. Vuoi vedere che è perché ho caricato? Wait. Noi abbiamo il nostro salvataggio. Oh wait, but we're fucked here, no? Oh, but I can be here senza il coltello. Well, I guess we got an ending. Avrei dovuto salvare, cazzo. Man. Allora, siamo diventati una divinità cattiva per qualche motivo, perché abbiamo ucciso la nostra amata, ma è da capire ancora. È da capire un po' di robe. E se veramente è stato fatto il cheat, Voice of the Cheated, perché ho caricato, I don't know. Could be. Vediamo. Se lo riportiamo questo gioco ne abbiamo un altro. Io il prossimo gioco che vorrei giocare horror si chiama Withering Rooms. Quindi magari una prossima sera giochiamo Withering Rooms e questo qua lo lasciamo un po' così. Un po' questo bittersweet del non sapere tutti i finali. O magari no. Vediamo se me lo chiedete in live nei prossimi giorni. Magari ne portiamo un altro. In un altro episodio I think we should make it. We should do all of it. 3 ore e mezza alla fine per un gioco è poco. Secondo me ci sono un sacco di robe che non abbiamo visto. E che proprio dovremmo fare, to be honest. Sarebbe bello farle. Dai, va bene così. Ragazzi, è stato un bellissimo gioco. Il next game è Inscription. Inscription l'ho già giocato in stream, ragazzi. Abbiamo già giocato tempo fa. Questo gioco mi è piaciuto molto, devo dire, ne è valsa la pena. Costa pochissimo, è un gioco piccolo, ma veramente bello, un bel giochino. Mi sa che un'altra run ce la facciamo su questo. Ora, io vado a Ninna e domani, buon Ferragosto al signor Billy. Ferragosto, io vado a Ninna, domani non streamo, domani lo prendo di pausa e mi fixo tutti i video per YouTube, eccetera. I prossimi giochi che giocheremo saranno un po', abbiamo un po' di cose nei piani. Mi arriva intanto l'asta per fare live in cucina. Faremo anche live di Magic con una bella visuale, bella pulita, clean, finally. E tante altre robine. Ho chiesto l'early access per COD. Non per, scusa, l'early access per Wukong, che voglio giocare in live appena esce. Ho chiesto anche la key di COD, perché voglio provare il prossimo COD che esce. Perché sì, mi sto, come si dice, mettendo alla prova su più giochi. Quindi abbiamo un bel po' di robe da fare prossimamente, ragazzi. Quindi broken. Grazie mille a tutti quanti per essere stati qui fino a così tardi. Per me è davvero fantastico. È stata una bella serata. E vediamo, tizio. Ci becchiamo dopodomani, perché domani se tappo i video faccio robine. Sistemo anche casa, che ancora la sistemo. Bella a tutti quanti. Ciao chat. Buonanotte. Notte a tutti. It was a good game comunque. Voto. Io a sto gioco gli do un... Nella sua categoria... Un 8. Con la fiducia che le cose che non abbiamo visto sono ancora più banger. È un po' complicato da intuire. Cioè c'è un po' di robe strane, un po' ambigue. Il comparto artistico mi piace. Non è uno di quei giochi che ti cambiano la vita. Però è uno di quei giochi belli che è da giocare, secondo me, se ti piace questa tipologia di gioco. È uno di quei giochi che non ti devi perdere, secondo me. Actually good. Quindi un 8 gli do. Sì, in questa tipologia di gioco un 8. Tipo Detroit Become Human è 10. Questo tipo di gioco è, vabbè, alla fine è un scelte horror, una visual novel, quindi ci sta, un 8. Ci sta. È tra i miei top di questo tra visual novel. È carina. È anche abbastanza leggera, tutto sommato. Non è pesante come novel. Infatti, non è... Cioè, di solito mi fanno addormentare di più le novel. Invece è stato più tranquillo. È leggera. Una lettura leggera. Va bene. Niente, it's time. Io vado a Nidna, ragazzi.